Good morning or good afternoon, boys and girls, depending on which class you have art today. This is Mr. Slusher, and today we're going to start a brand new section called Floral Still Life. I want you to have your pencil, your eraser, and your paper handy, and we're going to get started. The very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start by drawing a very light pentagon shape. For those of you who are not sure what a pentagon shape is, it is a five-sided shape that looks just like this. Now what I would like for you to do is I would like for you to take a moment and I would like for you to draw that very lightly in the center of your paper. The reason we're drawing it lightly today is because in just a few minutes we're actually going to erase it. So you have your pentagon shape. Inside the middle of the pentagon we're going to draw a circle. It does not have to be a perfectly round circle. All we need is a circle. Now the next step is to start at the center point on one of the lines of your pentagon. From there we're going to draw a line that connects to the center circle, and then we're going to move over to another line in our pentagon and we're going to do the same thing. From there we're going to extend our lines out beyond the pentagon in the shape of a curve that comes to a stop. At that stop, we will then draw another line with a curve that connects back to the line on the other side of our pentagon. Then what I would like for you to do is take your eraser and I would like for you to erase the part of the pentagon that is inside our very first dogwood petal. Next, we're going to turn our paper. We have one line already drawn. Now we're going to go to another side of our pentagon and we're going to draw another line. From there, just like we did at the beginning, we're going to extend it past the line of the pentagon and we're going to bring that line back down to where it touches the pentagon again. That is our second petal, and now we need to erase the inside of our petal. Turn your paper one more time, and as you see we have one line touching our pentagon. We have the center point of another pentagon line. We're going to draw that and make it touch the center or touch the circle in the center. Then again we're going to extend our line out past the pentagon in a curve and we're going to bring it back down to where it touches the line of the other pentagon or the other pentagon line. Then again we'll erase. Turn your paper slightly. Notice once again we have one line touching the pentagon. We have one more flat side to our pentagon, so we will draw a line from there to the circle, and then again we're going to draw out past the line of the pentagon, have a curve, come to a stop, bring it right back down to where the other line touched, and again for the fourth time we shall erase our line. Turn your paper once again. This time, if you notice, we have a line on our pentagon there and a line on our pentagon there. Now all we need to do is extend these lines in our curve, bring it back down to where it touches, and then erase. At this point, boys and girls, we have the 5 petals of our dogwood. The next step is to pick 2 petals. Tilt your paper. You're going to start in the middle side of one of those petals, and you're going to simply draw another curved line and bring it back to the second petal. On this petal, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line with a slight curve, and we're going to make that line touch where the 2 dogwood petals come together. From there, we're going to draw short lines up each side of our leaf. Turn your paper once more. We have 2 petals. We're going to go from the center point of our petal up again. Then we're going to bring it right back down to the center point of our dogwood petal. Again, we're going to draw a center line, and we're going to add our leaf's veins. Turn your paper over one more time. Pick 2 petals and do the same thing. This will be our 3rd green leaf that goes inside our dogwood picture. Now, let's turn our attention to the dogwood flower. In the center where our circle is, we are going to draw a collection of random small circles and squiggly lines. Coming out from each part of the center, we're going to draw some shade lines that are not even, but they're very short. They're going to come out from the center of our circle, and they're going to go in the direction of each leaf. It's always best, boys and girls, to make sure you turn your paper as you draw your little lines. And once you have them in all 5 dogwood leaves, we're complete. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to focus our attention on the points of the dogwood leaf, and inside the point we're going to draw shade lines just like we drew on the inside. Very uneven lines on both ends of our dogwood petals. Continue doing this until you have lines and shading on all 5 flower petals. The next thing and the last thing that we need to do for our dogwood petals is we need to draw very light lines, 1 to 2, maybe 3 lines per petal, and these lines actually go in the same curves as the outside lines. Again, you're going to want to do this for all of our dogwood petals. This gives each one of our dogwood petals definition. And, ladies and gentlemen, there is our dogwood petal. Great job, boys and girls.